Here I go in the flow, spewing forth yet another warhead, observing the hurt from more dead. I abhor death in all breath. Seeing blood splatter by the next batter, I can only see more red dripping down my forehead. Even if you're deaf, you're dead, because you can't seem to make more bread. At least that's what's been reported. Feeling aloof because truth has been aborted. Lies come in various forms, I guess it's kind of assorted. Pride defies and yet defines today. It's what we've been born into and born with, but I've been insulted and assaulted by the Sultan, whom was escorted, but there was much more said. Like I was scolded and told to not be so bold, but get ready for bed. But I can never quit and forfeit, like a torpid poor kid with a life full of the torrid that was forced to be an orphan and was forcefully tortured, whose life was shortened and dropped into a coffin, for coughing morphed endorphins that was reported to be endorsed by the abhorrently sordid and morbid, whom I always rewarded in the social system so distorted. My rhythmic diction might be distorted or thwarted, but the ignoble folk whom have purported to place me into the floor bed, because of how I myself have comported. Maybe be hated like a war vet that's never been awarded or rewarded, yet they grant their children a 2020 Corvette. But that's what the Babylonian horse said, whom continues to thrive, although not really supported, because she makes laws with obvious flaws, scratching and lacerating flesh with the draconian claws, that always offers loophole and claws that benefit the wicked entities that seem to have a remedy by offering themselves clemency. Man always giving themselves pay raise as they praise another decade of longevity. Pain is never in brevity, but purposely given to those like myself, especially because my poetic elegies are exerted in verses eloquently, and though my homilies and prose can be imposed, I simply suppose to compose, hoping to find my own loopholes so that I can superimpose my rhymes on my mind's lies as a method of weaponry. Like how they use Ebola, smallpox, and leprosy. That has befallen the community heavily, and more die and die straight steadily, so I stand and withstand this bandwidth readily, quite intrepidly, because I must leave me a legacy along with its recipe, so my seeds can supersede this world of such treachery, and though I may never be a noble global memory, I can die as a man of integrity, that use grammar as a necessity, to bring forth some kind of prosperity while healing myself with this poetic therapy, and though demons scream and secrete feces while shredding me, it is my tendency to stand strong and intrepidly as a part of this earthly tendency, all the while combining my liver biolingual liquid to merge and converge in verses as kerosene, because wherever he may be tethered, see, I refuse to die in the midst of a discrepancy mentally, and I will be known as it is shown that I was never a fella of lethargy. Peace.